Saddam, just confirm you can hear me, please.
Yeah, we can hear you, sir. Go on, please.
Excellent. So the issue of ethnicity, my ethnicity. So the matter tire me. I'm at my wit's end sometimes, because when you now have to start proving your Beniness, becomes sometimes it's quite tedious. I am Benin. My father is Benin. My mother of blessed memory was Benin. We are from Oredo local government of Edo State. Now, but my first name is Olumide, a Yoruba name. And my surname, Akpata, is spelled with a K. Now, the Yoruba version of that name is spelled Apata. The Beninese spell their version of the name Akpata because in the Benin alphabet you have what they call expletives. So the expletive P, KP is in my name, but the Yorubas don't spell it with the K. So I belong to a part of Benin or a group of Benin people who have Yoruba connections, heritage, and everybody knows that with the Beninese, there's an inextricable link between the Beninese and the Yorubas. Even my royal father, His Royal Majesty Omonoba Nedu Ukwakpolokpolo Ewari II, at his coronation, even alluded to the fact that there's a connection between the Beninese and the Yorubas. So there are many of us families in Benin who still bear Yoruba names till today. Nothing has nothing to do with our ethnicity. It is just an accident of history. Many of us uh, moved away from Benin at the behest of the kings of the day, went over to Akure, Ijesha, traded there, lived there, married there. And then, after the fall of the Benin Empire in 1897, after the British expedition, many of those families, even before that time, not even before, forgive me, not the expedition, after the fall of the empire in the 15th century, the Bini family, some of these families returned home. And so they came with their Yoruba families and Yoruba names. Actually, my surname Akpata was a nickname given to one of my ancestors. Akpata in Yoruba means somebody who's sturdy, who's well built, like me, actually. So that is how that name stuck. So, but we are Bini, and luckily I have one of my uncles, Professor Inosakai Akpata, wrote a book on our ancestry where it's been clearly stated that the Akpata family is a Bini family, and my grandfather was a chief of the palace in 1939. He was the Obaonye of Benin, and at a time when no non-Benin could ever aspire to be a chief of Benin. My grandfather was a chief in 1939. My father's elder brother was a senator. He represented Bendel Central in the national in the Senate in 1979. He was also the Oba Yuana of Benin. My uncle, Chief Tayo Akpata, was of blessed memory, was the Ima of Benin. His name was Omotayo Akpata. My uncle, the one I previously referred to, was Oluwafemi Akpata. We bear Yoruba names and we bear Benin names. I am Osaigbovo. My younger sister is Osarugwe. My cousins are Osato, Osarieme, Abieyuwa. So it is a known fact. But again, I understand we don't teach history anymore in our schools. Culture, we don't talk about our culture anymore. And so it's very easy for historical facts like this to get lost over time. And so it's a challenge to me. I've taken it upon myself to ensure that this book on my family tree, I'm going to order for a reprint, and I'm going to distribute it in our schools in the state, or at least so that people can read and understand that that is how I have an uncle. He just passed. Senior first Bini senior advocate, Kola Okeaine. Kola, first name, second name, Shola, surname Okeaine. A pure Bini man. His father's house was on Idahosa Street in Benin. His son is also a senior advocate now. He is Adeto Kumbo, Okeaine. So it's just the way, just the way it is. And I'm sure there are parallels in other parts of Nigeria. in Onitsha. There are people in Onitsha who I know they are originally from Benue State, I think it is, or Kogi State. There are parts of the country where you find those kind of linkages. So you don't now say that the person is not Bini because he has those kind of linkages. So, Polanyi, I hope I've been able to answer your question. I'm a Bini man, very proudly so, by the way, and and uh, I challenge anyone. Maybe I'm very very confident to ask anyone who has evidence to the contrary to come forward. Thank you.
Yeah, that answered my question, but perhaps you could greet your people in your language.